Welcome, 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 beautiful souls. My name is Natan Verhofsky. You are here on the Frequency of Abundance. So happy that you joined us. This is Friday. And man, oh man, what a week it has been. We are finishing off week 3, season 7 on the Frequency of Abundance. This week started with Motivational Monday, Speaks of the Future Remembers, Transformational Tuesday, The Legacy of Letting Go. We had Wealth Wednesday, Future Proof, Designing a Legacy that Lasts. Thought Leadership Thursday. That was yesterday, and we did Legacy Leadership is Frequency Leadership. Today on Fearless Friday, we round out the week, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Today is Becoming the North Star, and that is going to be so much fun. On the weekend, you're going to have some fun this weekend because we restream all weekend long so that the entire week, in case you missed it or wanted to see it again, it's going to be here all weekend long, restreaming a couple times a day. Now, for today, this is so much excitement. In Becoming the North Star, you're not here to do it all. You're here to shine consistently so others can navigate by your light. That's why we're going to explore what it means to be a reference point. Not by being perfect, just by being present and knowing that it's completing the journey, okay, but it's even more just starting the journey. That has so much courage buried into it. So be visible, be steady, and be the signal that helps others rise up. So glad that you're with us. Now, I'm going to put some contact information in the chat. There you go. So if you'd like to join us, have some fun, know that you can always go to LinkedIn, type in The Frequency of Abundance, boop, click groups, and you are there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Aloha. Welcome, beautiful souls. Hi, Marianne. Welcome all the way from lovely, lovely Hawaii. Nice of you to join us. Now, today, man oh man, are we going to have some fun. So, let's get the party started. The day we claim our courage, anchor our presence, and walk boldly towards what matters the most. Today's theme is Becoming the North Star. Not to do it all, not to be everything, but to be a steady signal. You don't have to finish it all, but you do have to begin. And that beginning, that's when your radiance begins to matter to others. I want you to think about that North Star energy, why it matters. Most people, they chase goals, outcomes, perfection. But what if your highest impact doesn't come from chasing, but from anchoring? The North Star doesn't move. It doesn't shout. It doesn't adjust for applause. It stays constant. And others orient their entire lives around it just to make sure. And that's beautiful. There we go. Rising above sea level. Good for you. So like the North Star, rise above sea level. Make sure that you know where you stand. Because in a world of noise, consistency is power. Leaders are going to try to lead, but legends become reference points. So you become magnetic not by doing more, but by standing firm in who you are. Let's look at an action step. So write down 3 things you want to be known for. No fluff. These should be rooted in the presence, not performance. That's where you'll shine. So that somebody goes, I remember what she stood like. I remember what she stood for. That was her presence. Let's look at shining doesn't mean blinding. So a North Star leader, they aren't always loud. They're often quiet, but they're undeniably consistent. So see that feel that thought, and know that that is what people are catching. They're picking up what you're putting down. They may not be able to express it, but you don't need to be the sun. You're not here to burn people with your brilliance. You're here to guide them safely in the dark. So we're sold on the idea that, visibility means virality. Like, it doesn't. You don't have to go viral. Energetic visibility comes from being centered, congruent, and dependable. So an exercise would be, reflect on this. Where in your life are you trying to be bright when you could be steady? Journal 3 places where steadiness equals intensity. Where are you standing up and shining out, and people are going, oh, wow, she's really trying to be a bright light versus, oh wow, she's really steady and consistent. And that steadiness is more powerful than intensity. It's kind of like a quiet confidence. So becoming a reference point starts small, and we'll look at where we're coming from. Now, most North Stars, these figures don't begin with global audiences. They become in quiet moments. They're choosing alignment over approval. So you become a North Star the moment you choose integrity over image. And I think a practice might be that every morning for the next 5 days, just ask yourself, what would my aligned self do today? Even if no one sees it. What would my highest self, my Rastafarian friends would say, my I, the highest self, what would my aligned self do today, even if no one sees it? Write that out for yourself. There we go. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, I would hope that you know that as a diamond, it doesn't matter if somebody's looking or not. That diamond's always going to be shining and smiling. So here as the Impact Engineer, I'm coming to you live. Coming to you from a place of heart. And we're blessed enough that the beautiful people at Allura Creative have been able to put this onto us at no cost because they're the only not-for-profit public relations house in the world. So they go off, they hunt whales for their clients, and their clients are beautiful souls that are looking to make an impact in the world, help, heal, do some good. Take a listen, see if this is something that can blow up your message and shine a spotlight on you.
I'm excited to introduce you to Allura Creative Agency, the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. Our mission is to increase your brand's visibility, credibility, and extend your global audience. In short, we hunt the whales for you. Our proprietary methodology blows a dog whistle to C-suite executives, leaders, founders, and owners across any industry. Welcome to our Executive Engagement Engine trademark. That's our secret sauce. It includes 3 proprietary processes: our Engagement Ignition trademark pre-event outreach process, our Commitment Catalyst trademark butts and seats process, and our Fortune Follow-ups trademark post-event outreach. These ensure the highest level of interest, virtual attendance, and follow-up conversations. As the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse, what's our promise to you? Unparalleled commitment to transparency, ethical engagement, and impactful results. Partner with Allura Creative Agency and experience transformative executive engagement. Book a time to speak with us today, and here's to the evolution of your brand.
I like that. I think that all of our brands should be evolving. I think that we need to go with the flow, and I think we also need to listen and lean into where the environment is, because those of us that are, steadfast and say, hey, you know what, I've been this title for the last 30 years and that's what I'm going to keep. Okay, there's a beautiful consistency in that, and you're known for that, and you built a brand around that. Go for it. Don't flip-flop. Those of us that are also trying to stay on the zeitgeist of what is active and current and available and what is top of mind and what is so relevant right now. Ooh, that's a tough one. We sometimes need to pop around and go, I like the way this expresses, this side of me, or this expresses and really sings to these virtues that I have. But dang it, there's no one thing that I can think of that covers everything, and if I do, holy crap, it's long. We come from that. And that's why it's okay to struggle. It's okay to keep trying. Know that you're ultimately doing it not for vanity, but for clarity. And that is a noble and worthwhile pursuit. So, let's look at permission to begin. And to suck. You don't have to finish it all, but you do have to begin. The North Star doesn't arrive. It emerges over time. Too many people wait for confidence before beginning. But confidence comes from beginning. Starting poorly is better than staying stuck in potential. So look at the action challenge for today. Choose one action you've been putting off due to fear of imperfection. Start it today, even badly, on purpose. To go, wait a minute, you want me to on purpose start this badly? You're like, yeah, because then you know that it'll only get better tomorrow. That's the first wobble. It's the wobble of alignment, and it only gets better from here. your light, look at your light isn't for everyone. Not everyone will navigate by your light. That's okay. Your job isn't to shine for everyone, but to shine for someone. So trying to be everyone's lighthouse, that'll dim your light. The North Star is the closest to those that are willing to look up. So as an exercise, think of 3 people right now in your life who consistently look to you for stability. What version of you are they navigating by? What version of you are they navigating by? What version of you are they navigating by? Same sentence asked 3 different ways, emphasis on 3 different words. Those are 3 separate questions, even though the words are the same. Let's look at frequency over frenzy. That the real power is frequency. How often you show up congruent with your truth. Even in silence, your energy broadcasts. Energy is such a wonderful, wonderful frequency. So even in silence, your energy broadcasts because frequency creates static. Excuse me. That's why we got the Greek mountain tea, keeping the pearlies nice and smooth. Frequency creates signal. Frenzy creates static. Look at being the signal and show up on the wavelength of who you truly are. That way you get to map your daily frequency. Where are you in energetic sync? Where are you broadcasting chaos? Being steady in a shaky world. Not always easy to do. Not always easy to do. So how do we go with the flow? The world doesn't need more heroes. It needs more anchors. North Star energy isn't heroic. It's resilient. It returns again and again through storms, through seasons, through silence, whether you believe in it or not, whether you look up to it or not. Being steady doesn't mean being stoic. It means being available. So as an exercise, make a short steadiness ritual for yourself. As an example, let's take 3 deep breaths, a mantra, a posture, and we'll use it daily, especially when the world feels chaotic. So, in through the nose, out through the mouth, 4 in, hold, 4 out, hold. We'll go 3 times. First time I'll guide you, second time less, third time on your own. In. Hold for 4. Out through the mouth. Hold for 4. In. Hold. Out. Hold. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And use it daily, especially when the world feels chaotic. So go get a journal book. Go rise up and feel where legacy isn't built, it's radiated. You don't build legacy by planning it, you become it by embodying your truth daily. Others will follow what you live, not what you teach. Legacy is the echo of how you handled your beginnings. The goods, the bads, the not so greats, all of them. All of them. Focus on where they're coming from. Now, if you're blessed enough to be in a space where you are copacetic and kicking it on all cylinders, firing at will, I want to know that you can come and help others rise up we have a beautiful sister web series called The Voices That Lead. And unlike the Frequency of Abundance, we are not going to just have me on chit-chatting with you. We're going to have guests, the most incredible people from all over the world doing incredible things. And the beauty of them is that they are here to answer 3 questions. So the audience always gets to see all my guests through that 3-question filter. Number 1, how do you serve those you lead? Number 2, what do you believe is your legacy? And number 3, and probably most importantly, if you just had one gift, one way to help someone else become truly limitless, what would it be? And so as they answer those 3 questions and the 2 secret questions, so you got to subscribe to us on YouTube. It's no cost, but we would love to have you there. And then you'll get to hear the deepest reflection of somebody from the inside out and really get to know them. Not just like a regular interview with where are you coming from and what do you do and tell me a little bit about your background. Ugh. I think we've all had those a million times, and especially the people I'm talking to, they've had it 207 million times. This is why we want to showcase them in a unique way that nobody gets to see. So join us. See if you'd like to, tune in, obviously have some fun. But I'd like to see if you want to come and step up and speak. Take a look at The Voices That Lead.
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office, it's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with Natan Verkovsky, where we dive deep with leaders who put service first. These aren't just CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up, it's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, legacy, limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
And I think that if you're not going to let others get inspired by you, it's going to be really hard to be the leader you're meant to be. It's not going to have as much impact as you need. And to leave that legacy is so important. So, if we ask ourselves, if someone followed only my daily habits, not my advice, where would they end up? And imagine if we act accordingly. Imagine if we truly register that on that deep level, that you don't need to be loud to be legendary, that you got to start where your feet are, not where your fears scream. You know how they have to, you meet a great coach and they meet you where you are? Well, sometimes you have to meet you where you are and not just be like, damn it, I demand more for myself. I want better. I'm supposed to be a big deal. And I'm supposed to be better than this. I'm supposed to be further along and I'm supposed to be, you got to meet yourself where you are. The steady, those that are consistent, will become sacred over time. So stop aiming to impress. Start aiming to express. Orient. Get the clarity you need, and then others can see it through you. That way, North Star leaders, they don't seek followers, they don't need vanity numbers, they hold positions. They know that legacy is not an art, it's a frequency. So in that context, they're always striving for anchoring presence. They don't chase greatness. Their shining is not striving, it's remembering. So you're already somebody's reference point. And odds are so many people that you don't even know, and you're their reference point too. And so knowing that that is your responsibility and the life you save, you're responsible for. Don't chase greatness, anchor presence. Shining isn't striving, it's remembering. You're already that brilliance and that incredible light in the sky. So remember that your courage to begin is what's going to inspire others to continue. Some are on the path going, I don't know if I'm on the right path. And then they see you starting and they see the bravery that you have. And they go, that's right, I had that. I remember that. That was beautiful. That was powerful. That's inspiring. Not just to others, but to you. So hold on. I'm going to go off and do this thing. Even if I don't feel like doing it, somebody's going to watch me do it. They're going to get inspired by it. And then I'm going to notice that they got inspired by me. And damn it, that's going to have me inspire me? That's crazy. And that's exactly how it works. So know that you got to be the calm in the compass, not just the chaos in the crisis. Energetic leadership, it's subtle. It's not seismic. You get to be the person that your past self would be proud of. And that's why you gotta, like we talked about, meet yourself where you are. Fearless doesn't mean flawless. It's okay. It's understandable and it's expected. It's rather awkward and odd when somebody comes across that they aren't in any way, shape, or form human, i.e. they have no flaws, and you're like, really? I'm like, yeah, perfect. I'm like, nope, that's not going to work. So your job isn't to lead the world, it's to light the way. That's all. The North Star doesn't move because truth doesn't have to. You know, the North Star doesn't pick up the phone because it answers to no one. So you're not here to finish it all. You're here to begin and to shine consistently. To be the kind of leader who doesn't have to say, follow me, because your light already points the way. You are the lighthouse. You're that beautiful North Star. Shine on. Not for the applause, but for the orientation. Know that it's there for you, that it's one of the beacons that if it makes you connect, you change and your light flows. And as it flows, it increases its frequency. As it increases its frequency, it changes who can hear it, who can sense it, who can resonate with it. And that changes your audience. And so now you see that the world doesn't need another blazing star. Those things just burn out trying to be everything. It needs you, steady, true, willing to begin. So you may never know and really never see the full impact of your presence. That's okay. We're not meant to. But someone, somewhere, they're already adjusting their course just by the way that you show up. So shine. Not perfectly, not endlessly, but faithfully. You are the North Star. Not because you've arrived, but because you began. And you stayed. That's what makes the power of you. Anchors away, aloha and mahalo. Yes, you're the light of the world. Be bright. Shine on for the others that may not be able to shine for themselves. And get into that beautiful, beautiful frequency of abundance. Get into that headspace. Get into that mind space. Get into that heart space. And all this weekend, party. Make sure you come and tune in. They're going to be restreaming around the clock for you to have some fun. Next week, we start week 4. Last week of season 7, Legacy. Man, it's been so much fun. I've enjoyed each and every one of you. Thank you. As always, I'm Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. I will be here, oh boy, this weekend many times over. But on Monday, brand new. Can't wait to see you. Bring a friend. Let's touch some lives. And as always, be kind to each other.